Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. Johnny G back from the sickness I had, and I guess I'm okay, a little bit nasally still and a little bit of a cough here, but I've been handling it. It's going to take a long time for this virus to eventually come out of my system here. I just can't do too much strenuous work, not much work in playing 45's though, as that really brings me back to reality, listening to records. But welcome to the December 21st, 2023. It's the afternoon show, and we will continue with the countdown, the 1957 Relic Survey countdown. We left off at number 521. That was the Five Satins, the flip side of To the Isle, Wish I Had My Baby. But we just opened up. I picked an instrumental from 1957. This was like pushing it a little bit, December 1957, with the Gone All-Stars. Of course, the Gone All-Stars, that was Buddy Lucas and his band. This record charted number 60 on Cashbox, number 30 on Billboard, a big number 3 record on WITH in Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm sure those of you that used to listen to Alan Freed, it was called 7-Eleven, by the way, Alan Freed, he used this theme song, I think when he was on WABC in New York City. He hosted a show on ABC from June of 57 to, I think, December of 59. And this song really, a rock and roll version of Perez Prado's Mambo Number 5. And Alan Freed started using this as his theme song in early 1958. That's on George Goldner's Gone record label, the Gone All-Stars, Buddy Lucas and his band, Buddy Lucas on sax, from December 57 with 7-Eleven. I think that was the time he was on, right? 7 to 11. Would have loved to hear that show live, I'm sure. But got some rare records on this countdown. Again, these songs in the beginning really only one vote. I think they were on the ballots and toward the end, so they were like given 1 point. I'll tell you when we get a little further in today, there's a few that picked, there were more than 2 or 3 or whatever, but they're cool songs. But let's pick it up with entry number 531. You know this great group out of Harvey, Illinois. First recording as the El Rays on the Checker label back in 1954. But they signed with Vivian Carter's VJ Records in 1955. They had 18 releases on the VJ label, actually through 65. I think they left and then they came back there in the mid-1960s. But this is their 5th release, coming in at number 531. This is the B-side of the record, though. The song written by group member Vernon Allison, who I think is the lead singer on this. So let's open up at entry number 531 by the Dells, February 1957, on the VJ label. It's called Dance, Dance, Dance.
Come on and dance with me, baby, and I don't need maybe, cause the time is passing on. You know you better get with it, and please don't quit it, cause rock and roll's going strong. Come on and dance with me, baby, and I don't need maybe, cause I feel like carrying a hey, ooh, to the groove joint, getting groovy, the people's all singing that song. We gonna dance, dance here, we gonna dance, dance, we gonna dance, dance all night long. Come on and dance with me, baby, and I don't mean me, because I feel like carrying a hey, the beat's going in right dead in the middle, and it's going through my head like an old bass fiddle. My head is spinning, going round and around and around. Hey, I'm upside down. Do the joints, get do the people all singing that song. We gonna dance, dance here, we gonna dance, dance, we gonna dance, dance all night long. Come on and dance with me, baby, and I don't mean maybe, cause I feel like carrying a hey. The beat's going in right dead in the middle, and it's going through my head like an old bass fiddle. My head is spinning, going round and around and hey, hey, I'm up We gonna dance, dance here. We gonna dance, dance there. We gonna dance, dance all night long. Come on and dance with me, baby, and I don't mean maybe 'cause I feel like carrying on. Hey, I feel like carrying on. 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 I feel like carrying on.
That's coming in at number 531 on the survey. Those are the Dells. The Dells with Dance, Dance, Dance. That one there on Vivian Carter's VJ record label. That is the flip side of Why Do You Have to Go? That one there from February 1957. Let's move to entry number 530, probably the very first successful group to come out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A first recording for Joe Averbach's Phoebe record label, but all the members were minors at the time, except one. I think he was 18 years old, Crip Johnson, at the time. But all of them left to X out of their contract. They were minors. They signed with Mercury Records, and this was the group's first Mercury release. This charted coming in at number 530, their first of 8, and a decent hit for the group, number 43 on Cashbox, 12 on Billboard. That's a pretty big hit. Number 1 record on KGKO out of Dallas, Texas. Features Gus Backus on lead from May 1957, number 530. The sound of the Dell Vikings on the Mercury label. Their tune is called Cool Shake.
Yeah. Daddy found a new wheel. 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 Bop, bop, baby, don't stop.
Whoa, I found me a new thrill I never found before. Oh my, now I found me a new thrill I never found before. When I show you, baby, it's gonna thrill me more. Gonna thrill me when you rock me, baby, once. Rock me, baby, twice. Rock me, baby, rock me till you melt away the ice. Do the cool shake and do the cool shake. When I holler bop bop, baby, don't stop. You know I mean the cool shake. Cool shake. Cool, 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 cool shake. Cool shake. Cool, 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 cool shake. When I holler bop bop, baby, don't stop. You know I mean the cool shake. Me, I like you. When we get together, then we do the cool shake and do the cool shake. When I holler bop bop, baby, don't stop. You know I mean the cool shake.
That's the first of 8 on the Mercury label for the Dell Vikings from May 1957. Coming in at number 530 on the survey, Gus Backus on lead. Song entitled Cool Shake. That was played, I'm sure, quite a bit on the radio, those of you tuned in May of 1957. Let's continue here. We go to Philadelphia, we go to Philadelphia now for this next group, coming in at number 529. This group initially started recording as the Eddie Carter Quartet back in 1953, I think first for MGM Records. Then in 54, they became the Carter Rays, had releases on the Grand label. Also, I have one on the Sound label. But they backed up Gloria Man on Jubilee, and then in 1957, they signed with George Goldner's Gone record label. Now, the true first press of this, according to Louis Silvani, is the Gone release that I showed you there, but simultaneously, the 45 was released in Philadelphia on the Lyric label, and for some reason, this Lyric release books higher, so I don't know why that is the case, but both not so easy to find, really, but the Gone press is supposedly the true first press, but this is from June of 1957, coming in at number 529, the Carter Rays. I think maybe this is a B song because I usually play it for the ballad on the flip side, but somebody voted for it. It was their number, I think their number 19th. These records here that I've been playing were all voted as their number 19, which I think gave it 2 points, I think. But these are the Carter Rays at number 529 on the Lyric label. It's called Ding Dong Darling, the Carter Rays.
Ding dong, hiya bell. She's my ding dong dolly. She's my ding dong girl. She's my ding dong dolly. She's my ding dong girl. She's got a new way of loving, catches me by surprise. Cause when she kisses me, she makes my temperature rise. And she's my ding dong dolly, ding dong girl. Ding. Now she ain't much to look at, and she's nothing to see. I don't know what she's got, but she's a gal for me. And when it comes to dresses, she's a 42 style. Oh, but the way she maneuvers really knocks me out. Oh, she's my ding-dong dolly, a ding-dong girl, ding. Now could it be that I'm dreaming? It seems too good to be real. Say why, oh why do I hear ding-dong dolly, she's my ding-dong girl. She's my ding-dong dolly, she's my ding-dong girl. She's got a new way of loving, catches me by surprise. Cause when she kisses me, she makes my temperature rise. And she's my ding-dong dolly, ding-dong girl, ding. Hiya bell. Ding-dong dolly, she's my ding-dong girl. She's my ding-dong dolly, she's my ding-dong girl. She's got a new way of loving, catches me by surprise. Cause when she kisses me, she makes my temperature rise. And she's my ding-dong dolly, ding-dong girl, ding. Now she's my ding-dong dolly, she's my ding-dong girl.
Those are the Carter Rays. Carter Rays coming in at number 529 on the survey from June 57. Ding Dong Darling is the name of that one. Featured it on the Lyric label. Also, first press supposedly on Gone Records, according to Louis Silvani. There you go. One person voted for that tune. Let's continue here. Let's go to Beaumont, Texas. Or I should say this label owned out of Beaumont, Texas, owned by Bill Hall and John Clement. Now, I think this one, although I think this survey, a lot of the dates were taken out of the Kreider book at the time. I think this was a mistake, though. I think this record really released in 1961. This is not a 1957 release. And I think they're using probably the right, RITE press number of this, possibly. But even though Deb Records did come out in the late 1950s, this is a later Deb press. That is my personal opinion. But it still made the survey, and it's a great record, although I think I play it for the other side. The group is called Wilbert Lombard and the Cartels. And I say it's a 61 release, but Here we go. We're going to feature it in the 1950s. It got a vote. It did. And again, the lead singer on this is Wilbert Lombard. Wilbert Lombard and the Cartels on the Deb label. It's called Lovely, Wonderful, Beautiful.
So lovely, that's what you are. I want you always, I love you all my days. Oh. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You're so wonderful, it describes you best. And I love you, I really do. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're so beautiful, and I love you, and I need you, I really do. What you are.
There you go. Maybe it's first time you heard that record there, but really that's a 1961 sound. I have to say, not a 1957 sound. Still a great record. It's on the Deb record label, coming in at number 528, Wilbert Lombard and the Cartels. It's called Lovely, Wonderful, Beautiful. Hopefully it's a lovely, wonderful, beautiful sound that you're listening to here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get notifications. Tell your friends about it. Johnny G's been making some major purchases of some rare 45s. I want to show you one of my prized records in my collection. I'm pulling it. I'm looking for it right now. But anyway, let's continue here with the countdown. And this is actually a rare record by this group out of New York City. They recorded 2 for B. Caslin's Hull record label. Now, this is their first and their best and their rarest. Recorded in January of 57, but released in April of 57. It features the bass lead of the group. His name is Will Vason, V-A-S-O-N. Let's go to April of 1957, number 527. It's by The Sparks. The Sparks on the Hull label. It's called Run, Run, Run.
Why don't you run? Hear what I say. Why don't you run? Don't be that way. Why don't you run? Oh, baby, please. Somebody's calling you at your front door. Why don't you run? Come here, my please. Why don't you run? Give me the keys. Why don't you run? If you love me. Somebody's calling you at your front door. Why don't you run? Don't be that way. Why don't you run? Come here, my don't you run? Hear what I say. Why don't you run? Don't be that way. Why don't you run? Come hear my plea. At your front door. Come here, my plea. Why don't you run? Slip me the key. Why don't you run? If you love me. At your front door. Why don't you run? Come here, my plea. Why don't you run? Slip me the key. Why don't you run? If you love me.
There you go, coming in at number 527 on the survey, a group called the Sparks. Did I even say that? Johnny G might have forgot to say that. The Sparks there. Sparks from April 1957. That's their first of two on the Hull label. I think their other one is like kind of like a Jamaican sound there on the green Hull label, but that's the record to find. That's a hard one there called Run, Run, Run. I think the flip side we'll hear later on today, maybe if we get to it later on today. But let's continue here. Let's go to number 526. I think, don't want to drop that record there. Don't want to drop that 45. No, I do not. Let's see. No, we're still okay. These are, actually, these are now, these next few are 18th. They were voted the 18th of their 20 here. Of course, one person voting for these records here. But we go back to Chicago here. This is Mel London's Chief label. This group formed while they were attending a Washburn Trade School in Chicago. And I think that when they were in that trade school, they didn't record, but they were called the Quails. And Jerry Butler was a member of that group, although they never recorded. Butler would then leave and join the Impressions, but the group would sign with the Chief label, and they changed their name to the Serenades, and their entry comes in at number 526. The song written by the lead singer, or co-written by the lead singer of the group, his name is Willie Wright. Let's go to May of 57, the Serenades on the Chief label. It's called A Sinner in Love, the Serenades at number 526.
If love is right, won't you tell me, so my life can be free? If love is right, if love is wrong, if love's a sin, why was it ever told to a sinner both heart and soul, to a sinner like me? To a sinner like me. If love is wrong, why was it handed down so it could be passed all around? To a sinner like me, to a sinner like me.
love is wrong, if love is wrong, if love is wrong, if love is
May 1957 release there, coming in at number 526. That's the side for me, the Serenades, on the Chief record label, A Sinner in Love. That's with Willie Wright on lead. The flip side was charted up in Chicago. It was called The Pajama Game. That was the side that charted, but I like that side there, actually coming in at number 526. Let's continue here with the countdown. Entry number 525. It's another rare record. Actually, this record miscategorized also. This one probably should have been included in the 1955 survey. Now, the group here, the Chromatics, not only had their own releases, but they backed up a number of artists, like I think Bob Williams, Sherry Washington, Lee Wynn, and this singer that is described on the label as the singing discovery of the Hesperia Inn in Hesperia, California. I was never in Hesperia, California. Maybe somebody out there was, but I was not. But the singer's name here is Jules Savoy, who actually autographed this copy. Spence Wooten sold me this. Actually, he sold me 3. He told me if you take all 3, he didn't have all 4 of the records by Jules Savoy, but he had 3 of them. But I had to take them all, and he gave me a deal, is what he did. So I did that. But this is their first of 4 and probably the best sounding one, coming in at number 525. Although this is a 1955 release, but it deserves to be played. Jules Savoy and the Chromatics on the Real label. The song is called Would You, number 525.
Would you only at a glance, would you really take a chance? Let me show you that love can really be had. Really be had. Would you kiss me once or twice? Would you just take my advice? Take my advice. Let me show you that love isn't so bad. It takes so little for people to love. It's yours if you're willing. It's sent from heaven above. Oh, would you let me take your hand? Would you wear my wedding band? Tell me, darling, that your love can really be had. Really be had.
That is a nice tune, but it's 1955, not 1957. That is Jules Savoy and the Chromatics. That's the first of 4 on the real. I think somebody was telling me I pronounced it wrong. The Real, R-E-A-L record label, 1955. Would You is the name of the tune. Johnny G trying to hold back the coughs here, so you'll have to excuse me, but I guess I'm sounding okay after being so sick. For a couple of days, I had a very high fever there, but it kind of dissipated, and then it just went into this cough here. But let's continue with the countdown as we go to Brooklyn, New York for this group, previously recording as The Wheels on the Premium label back in 1956, but they would change their name to the Federals. They did 2 on Bobby Robinson's Fury label, and this one that comes in at number 524, it's another B-side on Sid Nathan's Deluxe. And this is the intended B-side of the 45. I think Rudy Anderson is on lead here. From February 57 at number 524. These are the Federals on Deluxe. It's called Cold Cash.
Cold cash ain't everything. But to get along, you need what the cash can bring. Borrowing from Peter, still I can't pay Paul. Need myself some money, or I can't live at all. Can't go on like this, no, not one more day. Sick of all of this work and little bitty pay. Cold cash ain't everything. But to get along, you need what cash can bring. Mind is full of worry, heart is full of pain. Need to get rich quick, and cold cash is the thing. Go to church on Sunday just to sing and pray. Even this costs money, the preacher needs his pay. Cold cash ain't everything. But to get along, you need what cash can bring. Stop girlfriend from quarreling, make her laugh a lot. Money makes her sweeter, it buys what she ain't got. Go turn on your TV and dig the man Como. You bet your life he doesn't sing unless he gets some dough. Cold cash ain't everything. But to get along, you need what the cash can bring. You need the cold cash, you know, as I know. If it was not for cold cash, I would not work. To stop girlfriend from fussing, make her laugh a lot. Money makes her sweeter, because it buys what she ain't got. Now, take my advice.
That's an unusual sound coming in at number 524. Those are the Federals, February 57 on the Deluxe record label. That's a B-side. Come Go With Me is the A-side. I'm sure it makes the survey later on. That's Cold Cash is the name of the tune. Always good to have cold cash when you're buying expensive 45s, I will tell you that. And sometimes it's worth it when you have an opportunity to buy some very rare records. You really have to jump at it, especially if they're really nice and clean. Of course, I'm not one to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, but sometimes you just have to do that when you have a once-in-a-lifetime chance to do it. As we continue here on the 1957 Relic Countdown, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. We do it every Thursday afternoon, if I'm not sick, from 1 to 3:30 with this countdown. And I have all the records in the countdown. I don't have two of them. But listen, I'll play them anyway. So I figured these records need to be played. They need to be heard. And at least if I have them on original and can feature them for you, by all means, I will do that. Let's continue here with number 523 as we go to Detroit, Michigan. This is the second overall release for this group called the Falcons. Now, their debut single, a good one, came out on the Mercury label, but this is their second overall release on Robert West's Silhouette record label. Interesting, it says on the label, pressed by RCA, so that's pretty cool. And of course, these RCA presses usually play well. It features Mac Rice on lead. Let's go to December of 1957. These are the Falcons coming in at number 523 on Silhouette Records. It's called Send Up. Mac Rice on lead.
I got sent up
Those are the Falcons out of Detroit there. That one there on Robert West's Silhouette record label, December 1957. Young Mac Rice on lead for that one. Send Up is the name of the tune. Those are the Falcons. Of course, the flip side is a Christmas song. Eddie Floyd on lead on the Christmas side. I think that made it. I think it's called Can This Be Christmas? And speaking of Christmas, and a couple weeks ago, Bill Olb did his Christmas special on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank Gingaro and Gordon Skagberg. That's WRHU 88.7 FM. That will be re-aired. It will be rebroadcast on Christmas Eve on WRHU at 3 p.m. So if you missed that Bill Olb's Christmas special, you can tune in on Christmas Eve. And also, Frank and Gordon will be re-airing their special Christmas show, which they did last week on the 17th. That will be airing on New Year's Eve. So if you missed that, you can tune in on the following Sunday. If I said Saturday, Johnny G losing his mind, but it's Sunday. It will be on Christmas Eve with Bill Olb and New Year's Eve with Frank and Gordon, re-airing those special Christmas shows. As we continue here on the countdown, and let's go to Washington, D.C. for entry number 522. It's the 20th of 22 releases for the Clovers on the Atlantic record label. This is from May of 57, Buddy Bailey on lead. This charted number 6 on KOKY in Little Rock, Arkansas. Number 522. These are the Clovers on Atlantic. The song is called So Young.
Da-da-da-da, so young. Da-da-da-da, so young. Da-da-da-da, so young. Da-da-da-da, so young. So young, my teenage love. So young, my darling. Da-da-da-da, so young. Oh, how I desire your lips warm as fire, and the thrill when you're near to me. Da-da-da-da, so young. As our love may grow, it will hurt me, I know, for our love can never be. Da-da-da-da, so young. Sweetheart, I want you so bad. This love is driving me mad, but what can I do? Da-da-da-da, so young. So young, too young, that's what they tell me. Oh, I know that I'll cry, and I know that I'll die when they take you away from me. I'm feeling so blue, for I know that it's true. I can never have you. Sweetheart, I want you so bad. This love is driving me mad, but what can I do? So young, too young, that's what they tell me. Oh, I know that I'll cry, and I know that I'll die when they take you away from me. I'm feeling so blue, for I know that it's true. I can never have you, never have you, never have you.
Those are the Clovers. That's one you normally don't hear played by the Clovers there. Buddy Bailey on lead, May 57. That's their 20th of 22 releases on the Atlantic record label. So Young is the name of that one. I think these records here, they were getting 3 points. They were voted number 18, so that gives them 3 points, but they were picked on only single ballots here. We still got a ways to go before a couple people picked a couple records all grouped together, but 3 points on all these records that I've been featuring here. Let's continue here. This is a rare one on Zell Sanders' J&S record label. At the time it was 1651 Yeah, 1651 Washington Avenue in the Bronx, New York. Now, this is the second release by a group called the Climbers. Both are ultra rare to find. The first one, I think, is the hardest, which I played not too long ago on the Saturday night show. But this is the B-side of their second release. Really have no other info on the group. Supposedly, Joe Rivers of Johnny and Joe fame was a member of this group. So let's go to February 57 at number 521, a rare one by the Climbers on JNS. The song is called I Love You, number 521.
Last night you told me I was the only one. Tonight you're acting blue. I can't believe it's you. I love you, darling. I do love you. I love you. Yeah. I always want you near. So please don't have no fear. I want to meet your home, 'cause you're my darling dear. I love you, darling, I do. I want you near, darling, don't have no fear. And I are near. You know I love you so. Oh, now and evermore. I hope you understand that this love is grand. Now we can start anew. Now that I have you, I love you, darling, I do. I want you there, darling, don't have no fear, 'cause you and I are near. That this love is grand. Now we can start anew. Now that I have you, I love you, darling, I do. I love you.
That's the sound of the Climbers coming in at number 521, a very rare 45 on Zell Sanders' JNS record label. I Love You is the name of, excuse me, that one from February of 1957 here. Johnny G on a Thursday afternoon here, spinning my 45s here as we do the 1957 Relic Countdown. If you have a request for Saturday night or even the Wednesday Soul Show, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I haven't yet posted all the streaming shows yet. Well, I was sick last week. There were no shows last week, so I am back here, hopefully getting better each day as we continue with the countdown. We move to number 520 with Billy Ward and the Dominoes, and they would sign with Decca Records, I think in 1955. They had 6 releases on the Decca label. This was their final release, and they do us this 1938 standard. Billy Ward, he's the lead singer on this. We go to December of 57. Coming in at number 520, Billy Ward and the Dominoes on Decca Records and their rendition of the September Song.
long, long time, from May to December. But the days grow short when you reach September, when the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. One hasn't got time for the waiting game. Ah, but the days dwindle down to a precious few. There's September and November, and these few precious days I want to spend with you. These golden days I'll spend with you.
I'll spend with you. Hey! It's a long, long time from May to September, but it's much, much longer till you reach December. But I'll spend them. I'll spend it with you. You. When the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. Well, I haven't got time for the waiting game, but I'll spend them. I'll spend it with you.
Ah, but the days dwindle down, honey, to a precious few. There's September and November, and these few precious days, let me spend them with you. These golden days I'll spend with you.
I'll spend with you. Hey! It's a long, long time from May to September, but it's much, much longer till you reach December. But I'll spend them.
Oh yes,
I'll spend them with you. When the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. Well, I haven't got time for the waiting game, but I'll spend them.
Oh yes,
I'll spend them with you.
all the days dwindle down to a precious few. There's September and November, and these few precious days, let me spend them with you. These golden days, baby, I'll spend with you.
There you go. That's Billy Ward and the Dominoes coming in at number 520, December 57. That's their final release on the, Decca record label. September Song is the name of the tune. It's on the, I thought the green promos meant the pop, I meant pop or whatever. Although I have a Neil Sedaka green promo, I think Snow Time it's called. So I don't know what, I know there's a significance with the green promos versus the pink promos. But anyway, I divest. Let's continue here. And we move to number 519 now. You all know this group from Boston, Massachusetts. They had a top 5 national hit with their debut single. You know the song. It was called Happy, Happy Birthday, Baby. First came out on Frank Pappalardo's Casa Grande label, was picked up by Checker Records for national distribution, but this is the follow-up to Happy, Happy Birthday, Baby at number 519, their second of 5 on the Casa Grande label. It features Margot Sylvia on lead. Let's go to December of 1957, number 519. Are the Tune Weavers. The Tune Weavers on Casa Grande. It's called I Remember, Dear, the Tune Weavers.
I remember, do you remember too? I remember, dear, the day we met. It's a day I can't forget.
That's a nice record. Doesn't get played enough. It should get played more. Those are the Tune Weavers. Margot Sylvia and the Tune Weavers coming in at number 519 on the survey from December 57. I Remember Dear. That was their follow-up to Happy Happy Birthday Baby on the Casa Grande record label. Let's move to number 519. This is a B-side. Now, this singer, he was a member of the Lamplighters that recorded for the Federal record label, but he left the group to go solo. He was originally from Indianapolis, Indiana, but he signed with Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin record label, had 11 releases on the Aladdin label. His first was his biggest hit, a song called Little Bitty Pretty One, did very well for him. Number 9 on Cashbox, 6 on Billboard, but the flip side comes in at number 518. And I think they're trying to sound like the Platters on this side. I really do. But this is from October 1957, number 518. Thurston Harris with the uncredited, well, does it say the Sharps? Well, this one does. So some of the copies of this do mention the Sharps, as this one does, and some do not. But this one, well, I had to look for a cleaner copy of this because I had some trashed copies in my, because I picked this up in the wild. I picked up like 15 copies, but I had to find the best one. This was the best one. October 57, number 518, Thurston Harris and the Sharps on the Aladdin label. It's a B-side. It's called I Hope You Won't Hold It Against Me.
I hope you won't hold it against me. I never planned it this way. What can I do if I love someone new? Let's just call it a day. I hope you won't hold it against me. I hope we can still be friends. It's wrong to go on when the magic is gone. Here's where our love story ends. For the pain, the grief I showered on you, I know my heart is to blame. Wish I didn't have to tell you it through. Love is a strange and a changeable game. I hope you won't hold it against me. I hope you learn to forgive. You'll always be here in my memories, just as long as I live. For the pain, the grief I showered on you, I know my heart is to blame. Wish I didn't have to tell you it through. Love is a strange and a changeable game. I hope you won't hold it against me. I hope you'll learn to forgive. You'll always be here in my memories, just as long as I live. Just as long as I live.
That is a very cool B-side, I have to say. I like that one there. Number 518, that's Thurston Harris and the Sharps from October 1957 on Eddie and Leo Mesler's Aladdin Records. I Hope You Won't Hold It Against Me. That's the flip side of Little Bitty Pretty One. And for you collectors out there, this 45 comes on like multiple variations, like the maroon label, which I have it, purple also, and blue, I think, also. And as I mentioned, some releases do say and the Sharps. It was unfortunate he passed away on April 14th of 1990 from heart failure caused by acute alcoholism at the age of 58. A terrible ending for a great singer, Thurston Harris. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show with the countdown. We go to Brooklyn, New York for this next 45 at number 517. This group signed with Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label, and their debut single was not a hit the first time around. It was called Baby Oh Baby. It became a hit the second time around thanks to two individuals that pushed that record, Don Folletti and Wayne Sterling. That was a hit the second time in 1960. But this is the B-side of the 1957 release, co-written by the lead singer Nathaniel Bouknight, from August of 1957 at number 517. These are the Shells on the Johnson label with their tune called Angel Eyes at number 517.
What do you see in an angel's
As I kneel down to pray for a new love today, I began to realize was in an angel's eye. I saw you were my love, sent to me from heaven above, and so you all can realize was in an angel's eye. I was made for you, and you were made for me, and we were made to love from now till eternity. I don't want no one new. God made me just for you, and you all can realize was in an angel's eye.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, coming in at number 517. Those are the Shells, Nathaniel Bouknight from August 57, and the Shells on the Johnson label. Song entitled Angel Eyes. If you have the 1960s press, it says, "What's in an Angel's Eyes?" And, of course, the A-side of that, a hit the second time around called Baby Oh Baby, but that's the 1957 press. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are here till about 3:30, or maybe I can get through these records. I doubt it. I babble too much, but I'll be back on Saturday night. Lots of requests to catch up on from last week. I was sick with some kind of flu thing, but I'm getting over that. Hopefully not. I'm not coughing here. It is suppressed, but I did my show, my soul show last night, which was okay. I kind of promptly signed off at midnight there, but I'll be better this coming Saturday as we continue here with the countdown. Let's go back to Detroit, Michigan for number 516. This is the group's second release on George Braxton's Fox label, also out of Detroit. This is a record that Greg sold me many, many moons ago. Lead singers on this, early Lamont Dozier and Eugene Dyer. They're leads here with this group called the Romeos. This one would come out later on Atco in 1957, but first released in August of 57 on the Fox label at number 516, the Romeos with Fine, Fine Baby.
lip dip dip up, 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 lip dip dip up.
Well, you're fine, 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 fine. You're fine, fine, baby. Well, you're fine, fine. You're fine, fine, baby. Oh, yes. And I love you so I'll never let you go. Oh, baby, baby, be mine. Now I need a little girl like you to love every day. Well, well, I need a little girl like you to love every day. Oh, yes, and I love you so I'll never let you go. Oh, baby, baby, you're my love, baby. Oh, well, 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 well. Oh, well, 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 well. Baby, oh, well, 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 well. Oh, well, 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 well. I love you so, never let you go. Oh, well, 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 well. Tell your mother and your sister too that I'm gonna make good loving for you. You're fine, you're fine, fine, baby. And I love you so I'll never let you go. Baby, baby, be mine.
Those are the Romeos. Romeos coming in at number 516 on the survey. From August 1957, featured it on the first label, Fox Records. You can also get this on Atco Records. Came out in November 57 on Atco. But that one there from August 57, Fine, Fine Baby, is the name of the tune. If you like what Johnny G is doing, please give me a thumbs up. Very important that you do that, because the YouTube police sometimes leave me alone when I have a lot of people tuned into the program there. They've been pretty nice. They were around last night, but they didn't shut me down. That is a good thing, and I think it's since posted. So anyway, let's continue with the countdown. Another rare 45 coming in at number 515. This is on Marty Weiler's Planet X record label out of New York City. I only have one other 45 on this Planet X label. This was a recent addition, and very happy to finally own this record. It's an instrumental, I think, that I have on the Planet X label, and this one, and the only release for this group. The lead singer, his name is Henry Sawyer. He wrote this tune. His backup group, they're known as the Jupiters. This is from 1957 at number 515. Henry Sawyer and the Jupiters on the Planet X record label. The song is called I Want. That's a cool record there. That's Henry Sawyer and the Jupiters coming in at number 515 on the survey. That's on the Planet X record label. I Want is the name of the tune from 1957. Johnny G is losing his voice. Yes, I am. As we continue here with the countdown, we head back to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for record number 514 on the survey, as this group returns. And when the Del Vikings left Phoebe Records for Mercury, all of the members, as I mentioned before, they were able to leave except one, because he was 18 years old, Crip Johnson. He had to remain and honor his contract. He was not a minor like the other members. So his signature song, well, I guess his signature on that contract was binding, is what I meant to say. And Phoebe lost their lawsuit over who would own the name the Del Vikings. So they could not use the name the Del Vikings when they signed with Mercury Records. So instead of that, they did what they thought was the next best thing with the next release. They called them the Del Viking Crip Johnson. Of course, it was a full group with their very next release, a song called I'm Spinning. That was the follow-up to Whispering Bells. Well, was it? Yeah, I think. I'm Spinning, which was simultaneously released on Dot, but Dot had the shorter version, and Dot had a different flip side. The flip side on the Dot label was When I Come Home, but the flip side of the Phoebe issue comes in at number 514, released in August 1957. This is the Del Viking Crip Johnson on Phoebe Records. It's called You Say You Love Me at number 514.
You said you love me, but I don't think you care. Why don't you love me and please treat me fair? You know I love you, tell me I'm the one for you. I toss and turn, dear, cry in my sleep. This love for you, dear, in my heart I'll keep. You know I love you, tell me I'm the one for you. The tenderness of your kisses is all that my poor heart can bear. So why don't you listen to my wishes and please treat me so fair? Once you said you love me, once you said you care. I love you dearly, it's more than I can bear. You know I love you, tell me I'm the one for you. Wow, 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 wow. Poor heart can bear. So why don't you listen to my wishes and please treat me so fair? Once you said you love me, once you said you care. I love you dearly, it's more than I can bear. You know I love you, tell me I'm the one for you. Wow, 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 wow.
Those are the Del Vikings, although they're really not. They're really the Del Viking Crip Johnson there on lead, August 57 and number 514. That's the flip side of I'm Spinning on the Phoebe label. You will not get that on the Dot label. You got to own the Phoebe release. You Say You Love Me is the name of the tune. Johnny G here on a Thursday as we continue holding back the cough as we go out to Los Angeles, California for entry number 513. You all know this group as known for their novelty tunes, I guess, but they have done some serious songs during their career. But this is actually a cover tune. This was done back in 1925 by Ben Burney and his Hotel Roosevelt Orchestra on Vocalion, I think, way back in 1925. But this recorded by so many groups. This is the group's fifth release, fifth of 29 on the Atco label. Has Carl Garner on lead, and I think the other voice you'll hear is Billy Guy that comes in. So this is from November of 57, coming in at number 513. Somebody voted for this. I think it got like 4 points, maybe, or 3 points. Number 513. How many points are 513 here? That I'm losing my mind. Where'd it go? Johnny G losing his thing here. As I am number 513. Let's see. 513 is... I thought I had it here. As I go... Yeah, here it is on this side here. Still here. 513. Sweet... 4 points. One person voted for this, their 17th selection. So here we go. The Coasters from November 57, number 513. It's called Sweet Georgia Brown. 513.
Georgia Brown, Georgia Brown, Georgia Brown, Georgia. Oh, who's that chick in the yellow dress? Sweet Georgia Brown. Well, that's the girl that I love best. Sweet Georgia Brown. Who does the bop and the Texas hop like? Sweet Georgia Brown. Well, nobody else in town. Yes, she's got the other chicks on the bounce. Sweet Georgia Brown. Oh, yeah, 'cause she's got something that they ain't got. Sweet Georgia Brown. When she goes to take a walk, you gotta walk and make a hound dog talk. Georgia claimed her, Georgia named her, Sweet Georgia Brown.
Who drives the traffic down at 5th and Main?
Sweet Georgia, Georgia Brown.
Who drives all the young cats insane?
Sweet Georgia, Georgia Brown.
I ain't gonna leave this town.
Long as Georgia's hanging around. Georgia claimed her, Georgia named her, Sweet Georgia Brown.
There you go. Those are the Coasters. Coasters coming in at number 513 on the survey, November 1957 on the Atco label. Sweet Georgia Brown is the name of the tune. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. If you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you get notifications. Click that bell to get notifications. We continue with number 512 on the survey. You all know this group from Harlem, New York. Began recording back in 1953 for Savoy Records. Had other releases on Decca, on Orbit and Cub and Onyx here. And this is their release on the Onyx label. Ray Pollard, the great lead singer of this group. And this is on Jerry Winston's Onyx label, co-written by Billy Dawn Smith. It's with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. At number 512, The Wanderers. The Wanderers from November 57. It's called Great Jumpin' Catfish.
Do 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 rocka 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 do. Great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again. Your lovin's got me in the fix that I'm in. We go together like a fountain and wind. Great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again. Great ooga mooga, baby, squeeze me again. Your hugging's got me in the fix that I'm in. Just like a jet plane going into a spin. I fell in love before I could count to 10. People say the fool was she to fall in love with a guy such as me. I couldn't resist my heart, so I fell in love with her right from the start. Oh, great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again. Ooh, shoot me, kiss me until I feel the pain. If I ever lost you, tears will tumble like rain. Great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again. Yeah, ooga, baby, squeeze me again. I fell in love before I could count to 10. People say a fool was she to fall in love with a guy such as me. I couldn't resist my heart, so I fell in love with her right from the start. Oh, great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again. Ooh, shoot me, kiss me until I feel the pain. If I ever lost you, tears will tumble like rain. Great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again. Great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again. Great jumping catfish, baby, kiss me again.
That's Ray Pollard and the Wanderers coming in at number 512 on the survey. It's on Jerry Winston's Onyx record label, Great Jumpin' Catfish, from November of 1957. A great two-sided 45, too. I'm sure the flip will make the survey later on. We continue here as we go to Hempstead, Long Island for this next group, and this is on the Acme record label. The Wile E. Coyote. You remember those Acme, those cartoons? They used to have Acme on the trucks there. Well, this is the Acme label. This is not an easy record to find by this singer. He's 12 years old. He was 12 years old when he recorded his debut single called On Your Radio. His name, Richard Lanam. And so here he is, I think 13 years old. The uncredited group backing him up are the Tempo Tones. But this is not an easy record to find. I wish I had it in better condition, but beggars can't be choosy when Spence offered me this record. Well, actually, it's a 1958 release, so it really doesn't belong in this survey, but we're going to give it a spin. Number 511, Richard Lanam and the uncredited Tempo Tones on the Acme label. It's called The Day I Met You, number 511.
In the wind yes, I felt my first love the day I met you.
When's the last time you heard that song? There you go, Richard Lanam coming in at number 511 on the survey, really, 1958. That probably should have been included in the 1958 survey. The Day I Met You, the uncredited Tempo Tones backing him up on the Acme label. And MBS Unlimited said that Richard Lanam is a jazz singer now. That's very cool to see. Hopefully he is doing well. But there you go, very rare record by Richard Lanam. Let's go to the Bronx, New York for number 510. This is a female lead with male backing, and it's the group's only release. Came out on the Mode record label. For you collectors out there, the true first press of this has like this white band around the arcs of the label there. And I think the second press is the all-black label. This is on the Mode label. Marilyn Durant, she is the lead singer on this tune. The group is known as the Juveniles, coming in at number 510. The Juveniles from September 57 on the Mode label. The song is called I've Lied, number 510.
I've lied, baby, just for you. I've cried when I thought we were through. I've lied just because I love you. Just because of you, I've lied every night and day. I've cried just because you've gone away. I've lied just because I love you. Oh yes, I've lied. Oh yes, I've cried. The tears were falling down. You went around just like a clown, trying to find the one I love. Oh yes, I lied every night and day. I've cried just because you've gone away. I've lied just because I love only you.
That's at number 510 on the survey. Those are the Juveniles. The Juveniles with Marilyn Durant on lead, September 1957. On the Mode record label, I've Lied is the name of the tune. And let's see, for you, I mentioned about the after this release, Marilyn left the group, and in 1959 this group became the Twilighters on the Finesse record label, and they also recorded as the Embers on the Empress label, and I'm going to be upgrading that copy pretty soon. So I'll have a duplicate of that. But anyway, Johnny G here, babbling on here as we continue with the countdown. Let's go out to the West Coast now for the sound of the Robins. These are Grady Chapman's Robins from April of 57. This is their fourth of 7 that they did for Gene Norman's Whip It label. Tune written by Ed Townsend, which is interesting. It features Grady Chapman on lead, number 509. The Robins on Whip It. It's called A Fool in Love, number 509.
A fool in love, that's what I am. A fool in love, I'll always be. I must be blind to think you're mine, and all the time you're teasing me. Just a fool. My friends all tell me I'm not the one you're thinking of. If I could only be sure you love me, I wouldn't be a fool in love. Change your mind and turn to me. Until you do, I'll keep on wanting you. A fool in love, I'll always be. Just a fool in love.
As Grady Chapman and the Noisy Press, that is. Grady Chapman and the Robins there. That is their fourth of 7 on the Whip It label, A Fool in Love from April of 1957. Now, from this point on, with this record and the ones following, I think these were voted their 16th pick, so they were given 5 points. Of course, there are only one mention for the next 3, 6, 9 records at least. So somebody voted this their number 16th pick. And so it received 5 points. As we continue here, and we move to number 508, as this group first recording as the Royals on Sid Nathan's Federal Records back in 1952, but they would eventually turn into the Midnighters in 1954 when Federal signed the 5 Royales. They didn't want to have any type of confusion with the 5 Royales, too close to the Royals. So they changed their name to the Midnighters, and I think it was April of 54 with Work With Me Annie. I think that was the first release, although that record comes out as the Royals too, by the way. But this is their 21st release, their 21st of 25 on the Federal label, written by the lead singer, and that would be Hank Ballard. April 1957 release at number 508, the Midnighters with Hank Ballard on lead on Federal Records. It's called In the Doorway Crying, number 508.
You left me standing in the doorway crying. I always thought that you were mine. Goodbye, baby. I'm gonna miss you. Goodbye so
There's one you don't hear often by the Midnighters. It's Hank Ballard and the Midnighters there coming in at number 508, April 1957. It's on the Federal Record banner. It's called In the Doorway Crying. Great bluesy sound by the Midnighters. We'll send that one out to a record hound Darren in our YouTube chat room. Let's continue here. For number 507, we head back out to California, this time to Otis Williams' Duto record label. This group from the Watts and Compton area of Los Angeles. They auditioned for Otis Williams. He was the owner of Dutone Records, and he signed them right away, and they would have 13 releases for Dutone and Duto Records between the years 1954 and 1960. Their debut single was their biggest hit. I'm sure you know the song. It was called The Letter. That was in July of 1954. But this is the A-side to their 9th release on Duto. This is co-written by the lead singer. His name is Vernon Green. At number 507 from October 57, Vernon Green and the Medallions. It's called A Lover's Prayer.
No matter when or where, I will always pray a lover's prayer. As I sit and stare into space, I still see my baby's face. No matter when or where, I will always pray a lover's prayer. Guess I'll have to be like a Pagliacci, put under that clown's disguise, laugh and sing like a Pagliacci with tears falling from my eyes. Whoa, dear Lord, I hear my humble bell. Dear Lord, I know you are there. No matter when or where, I will always pray a lover's prayer. I'll have to be like a Pagliacci, put under that clown's disguise, laugh and sing like a Pagliacci with tears falling from my eyes. Whoa, dear Lord, I hear my humble bell. Dear Lord, I know you are there. No matter when or where, I will always pray. I love it. Prayer, whoa, lover's prayer. Well, I'll always pray a lover's prayer.
That's number 507 there on Otis Williams' Duto Records, Vernon Green and the Medallions, kind of music they were playing back in 1957 on the West Coast. October 57 release, it's called A Lover's Prayer. Yes, it is. As we continue here, let's go to Kitty Leeds now at number 506 as we go to Bobby Robinson's Fury record label. It's the only release for this group. It features an 11-year-old lead singer, Bobby Rivera. Bobby Rivera on lead. And this one here with his group called the Hemlocks, coming in at number 506. We go to May of 1957. Little Bobby Rivera and the Hemlocks on Fury. It's called Joys of Love.
The joys of love are hard to explain. They make my heart stop and start again. The joys of love, yes, they leave me inside. The joys of love, you'll never forget. The joys that never ever failed me yet. The joys of love, yes, they leave me insane. I get thrills when you're close to me. I get chills that weren't meant to be. I can tell your love was sent to me. I love you, baby. Oh, can't you see the joys of love? Send chills to my spine, the chills that always, yes, always be mine. The joys of love, yes, they leave me insane. I get thrills when you're close to me. I get chills that weren't meant to be. I can tell your love was sent to me. I love you, baby. Oh, can't you see the joys of love? Send chills to my spine, the chills that always, yes, always be mine. The joys of love, yes, they leave me insane.
That's on Bobby Robinson's Fury Records, coming in at number 506. Released in May of 1957, Little Bobby Rivera and the Hemlocks, Joys of Love. If you bought that record in Times Square, Sim Rose's Times Square record store, probably you have it on the yellow label with the horse's head, as they reissued that in the early 1960s. Johnny G here on a Thursday. Still not coughing my head off here, but let's continue here for this next singer from Barnwell, South Carolina. He had at least 50 top 10 R&B hits during his long career. Signed with Sid Nathan's Federal label back in 1956. Had about 19 releases on the Federal label between 56 and 1960 before they switched him to the King label. But this is his 9th release on Federal. Tune written by Rose Marie McCoy and Rudy Toombs. Released in November of 57 at number 505. It is The Godfather of Soul, although he wasn't that yet in 57, but it's James Brown and the Famous Flames on Federal. It's called, odd title here, the song is called That Dude It, D-O-O-D, That Dude It, at number 505.
Now here's a story about a great big old giant. Woo! My money, my honey, and me.
After digging all the stories about the West the cats haven't told, me and my baby cut out there, dig us up a mess of gold. The minute we found a buried treasure, I looked up to see a great big old 8-foot giant looking dead on me in that duty. You know, in that duty, I didn't have no more eyes for digging up no more gold. No, 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 no. I grabbed what I had in one hand and my baby by the other. A giant grabbed my coattail and said, don't you go another further. I ripped off my coat when I was shaking the scene. But what really got my coat was when I heard my baby scream. And that duty, ooh-wee, and that duty. Cause I ain't going nowhere and leave my baby there. No, 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 no. I put on my brakes and stopped dead in my tracks. As much as I hated the idea, I went crawling on back. I said, look at here, Mr. Giant, as I raised slowly on one knee. I'll do anything you say, hand my baby to me. And that duty, and that duty. He said, you bust that loose, and I'll set your baby free. No, 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 no. I said, I'll make you a proposition. It's up to you to choose. It's either your money or your honey. One of the two you'll have to lose. I said, Mr. Giant, I want to thank you for taking a load off my mind. But when it comes to choosing between my money and my honey, I take my money. What I'm saying, I mean my honey every time. And that duty, you know, and that duty. Now the giant got the money and I got my honey, and everybody's feeling fine. No, 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 no.
There you go. That is that's an unusual side there. You don't hear often by Mr. James Brown and the Famous Flames. Number 505 on the survey, November 57. That's his 9th release on the federal label. That Dude It. Johnny G is your dude for the Thursday afternoon show. Hope you're digging on the tunes. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends about it too as we continue here with number 504. Here's a rare 45 on Johnny Otis's Dig record label. And this group really were the Feathers that recorded for the Hollywood record label minus Johnny Staton. So he was not with the group at this time, but they changed their name to the Gladiators. And the lead singer on this is Renee Beard. I think Renee Beard was the brother of one of the Little Rascals. Oh, who's the one with the top hat? Oh, it's not, is it Stymie? No. Johnny G losing his mind, but somebody knows out there. But anyways, from March of 1957, a great two-sided 45. These are the Gladiators on Dig, Renee Beard on lead. It's called Girl of My Heart, number 504.
Want you to know, listen to me. Please say you'll be mine, mine alone. Be mine alone. How I love to tell the story of the girl of my heart. Please try to listen. Say we'll never part. I am alone, as strange as it may seem, with the girl of my heart. Lately I find that you're on my mind. Just can't sleep at night. So much, my heart cries. try to listen, say we'll never part. I am alone, as strange as it may seem, with the girl of my heart.
That's a nice tune there, coming in at number 504. Those are the Gladiators from March 57. Renee Beard on lead. That's on Johnny Otis's Dig Records. A Girl of My Heart is the name of the tune. I think this group would later on record as the Glens on the Latini and the Sudden record labels. And this record, Spence sold it to me, Spence Wooten. It was out of the late Rich Crizz's collection when he was selling out his records. I got a bunch of rare records from out of Rich Crizz's collection. But Johnny G here on a Thursday. Let's continue for this group from Charlotte, North Carolina. They go way back to 1945 with their recordings. They signed with Capitol in 1950, had a ton of releases. Also backed up the likes of Nat King Cole on several of his Capitol sides. And in 1954, they had their biggest hit. It was called I Get So Lonely. But they did, but here is one they did for Capitol. First released in 1951, and then it was reissued in 57. I didn't know that, Charlene. This was first on a release in 51? Okay. Gene Alford, he's the lead singer on this. This is from June 57, number 503. Give a listen to The Four Nights. The Four Nights on Capitol. It's called Walkin' and Whistlin' Blues at number 503.
As I walk through the city, walking and whistling down this lonely street, counting the lampposts, whistling the blues to a walking beat. Will I ever find the someone that I long to meet? Of my baby, and I remember how she let me down. Gotta keep walking, whistling the blues to this lonely town, and the echo of my footsteps follows me around. Shadows on my left, shadows on my right. Guess I'll be walking the rest of the night, looking for someone. Maybe it's you, someone to keep me from feeling blue, and to help me lose these walking and whistling blues.
Those are the Four Nights coming in at number 502. Recycled that from 51. Re-released it in June of 57 on the Capitol label. That's with a Gene Alford on lead. Walkin' and Whistlin' Blues as we continue here with the countdown. We'll be going to the bottom of the hour. And we go back to Vivian Carter's VJ record label as the Dells return. The Dells return, and of course mentioned that they first recorded as the El Rays, but here is their sixth release on the VJ record label, A Distant Love. I wonder if that was the A-side or was it this side that was the A-side. But anyway, it's coming in at number 502 from July 1957. It's with Al Smith and the orchestra. These are the Dells on VJ, number 502. It's called Q-Bop, She-Bop, the Dells.
We're bringing it to you. Give up, give up.
That's one you don't often hear by the Dells. That one there coming in at number 502, July 1957. That's their sixth release on VJ Records. Q-Bop, She-Bop is the name of that one here. As the copyright police stick their head out here following Johnny G. Give me a break, will you guys? As we move to number 501, this label out of Brooklyn, New York, it was called Apache Records, related to band leader Al Brown. This is one of his records, and maybe he owned this label, not sure, but the group is called The Concepts. It's not an easy record to find. There's two records on this label I have. The other one by the girl group, the Sweet Marquise, it's even harder than this one, but this group is called The Concepts. It's with Al Brown and his orchestra from December 57. The Concepts on Apache at number 501. The song is called Whisper.
My darling, say that you want me.
That's December 57 release there at number 501. They're called The Concepts. The Concepts on the Apache label. It's called Whisper, and it's expensive 45 on Apache Records. You can get it cheaper on Music Tone. Came out in 1961. Greg Surik sold me that copy when he upgraded his. I wonder if I should upgrade mine. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Thursday as we wind down here. Let's go to number 500 now as we go back to Washington, D.C. And interesting, this song. You listeners may recognize this next tune as recorded. Elvis recorded this. His song was called It's Now or Never, but this is a cool version done by this supergroup out of Washington, D.C., and I'm talking about the Clovers return, and this is from August of 1957. Dual leads here, Buddy Bailey and Matthew McQuater. And the tune written in 1949, I think it was called O Solo Mio back in 1949. I think it was made popular by Tony Martin, but other groups have recorded this in their own way. So coming in at number 500, the Clovers from August 57 on Atlantic Records, and it's called on this one, There's No Tomorrow, number 500 by the Clovers.
There's no tomorrow when love is new. Now is forever when love is true. So kiss me and hold me tight. There's no tomorrow. There's just tonight. Love is a flower that blooms so tender, each kiss a dewdrop of sweet surrender. Love is a moment of life enchanting. Let's take that moment that tonight is great. There's no tomorrow when love is new. Now is forever when love is true. So kiss me and hold me tight. There's no tomorrow. There's just tonight. There's no tomorrow when love is new. Now is forever when love is true. So kiss me and hold me tight. There's no tomorrow. There's just
August 1957 release there by the Clovers, coming in at number 500. Dual leads there, Buddy Bailey and Matthew McQuater. It's on the Atlantic record label. There's No Tomorrow is the name of the tune. There will be a tomorrow, where Johnny G will not be here tomorrow. I'll be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 to midnight, with all your requests and some cool rare 45s out of my collection. Let's continue here with a few more 45s here. This is a cover tune as we go to Cincinnati, Ohio. for Otis Williams and his Charms. This song originally recorded by Richard Blandon and the Dubs, released in August of 57, but this version came out in December of that year. Their 29th release on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. At number 499, Otis Williams and his Charms on Deluxe doing the Dubs tune, Could This Be Magic, number 499.
Could this be magic, my dear? My heart's all aglow. Could this be magic, loving you so? Could this be magic, my dear, having your love? My prayers were answered so far from above. I thought that this would be just a memory to linger in my heart in pain. But to my surprise, I opened up my eyes, and I'm with you, dear, once again. Could this be magic, my dear, having your love? If this is magic, then magic is mine. Could this be magic, then magic is mine.
Cover tunes here on the countdown. That's December 57 release, Otis Williams and his Charms, their version of the Dubs hit, Could This Be Magic? That's their 29th release on Sid Nathan's Deluxe record label. John G starting to hack here with the cough as we move to number 498. As this next group, they hail from Washington, D.C. First recording as the Jets on the Rainbow label back in 1953, but they would change their name to the Bachelors, and I don't know, Charlene, if they're the same group that recorded on Aladdin, because that goes maybe Royal Roost. No, I don't. Maybe, I don't know, I didn't check this, but this is on the Poplar record label out of New York City. This is their first of two on Lou Kreft's Poplar Records. It features James Taylor on lead, number 498 from July 57, The Bachelors on Poplar. The song is called After. After is the name of the tune. Wait, let's do this again.
After all we had planned, after all we had said, after I gave my heart to you instead of using my head, after you said you loved me say goodbye.
Definitely a nice tune there. Those are the Bachelors, July 57. Probably the same group that recorded for Royal Roost, I would say. I don't know about the Aladdin group, but definitely Royal Roost. And that's their first of two on the Poplar label out of New York City. James Taylor on lead. Song entitled After. Now, a year later, they recorded as the Lynx on the Teenage label. That makes sense. It does. As we continue here, number 497, as we go back to Brooklyn, New York. This group had two releases on the MGM record label. This was their first. They were managed by Teddy Randazzo, who co-wrote this song. It features Paul Rubenstein on lead. The group is called The Cartoons with a K. The Cartoons at number 497 from December 57. It's called Raindrops at number 497.
Raindrops on the window all day long. Darling, what's the matter? What could go wrong? It's you I adore. It's you I implore. Will you be mine? On the window from the skies, just like the teardrops in my eyes. My thoughts are being scattered, my love is being shattered. Come back, my love, come back, my love. Well, I don't know why you treat me this way. Can't seem to find peace of mind. Darling, please come home to stay. There would be no raindrops anymore if you'd say you'd love me just like before. The sun would be high, no clouds in the sky.
No more raindrops, no more raindrops.
Round my
That's number 497 on the survey, The Cartoons with a K. That's their first of two on the MGM record label. Paul Rubenstein, he's the lead singer. December 57, Raindrops is the name of the tune. Two more 45's to go. Two more 45's to go before we sign off here. Johnny G is getting hungry as we go to Harlem, New York now for Earl Lewis and the Channels. This is their fourth and final release on Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label, a tune written by the lead singer, Mr. Earl Lewis. And I showed you two copies of this. If you look at the first way was the East Coast press, and this cool small print is the Monarch pressing plant out in California. They sound so much better too, by the way. But I keep both of them in my collection. This is from July of 1957. Earl Lewis and the Channels coming in at number 496, their final release for Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label. It's called My Lovin' Baby, number 496. That's the great sound of Earl Lewis and the Channels coming in at number 496 on the survey from July 1957. That is their fourth and final release, at least for Whirling Disc Records. My Lovin' Baby is the name of the tune. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I hope you enjoyed this afternoon's broadcast. Again, if you want to get in touch with me, it's even for the requests that you send for the Saturday night show or the Wednesday night show. It's vinyltreasures at AOL.com. And we will continue next Thursday again. We'll pick up where we're gonna close the show with number 495, but we'll pick up with 494 next Thursday. Amazing, these records. A lot of them, haven't heard, never played on the show before, and I've been doing the show since 2005. So it's good to play these records finally sitting in my collection for all these years. But I hope you enjoyed the show today, and I showed you a couple of my new purchases that I've gotten. Don't ask, very expensive records, by the way. But so stay tuned for future shows for those records. But I hope you. I think it's great that I can play these records here and you can hear these things, maybe for the first time for some of you. But I just wish I was a little bit better. But I still have this cough. But I'll be better as time goes on. I just need to make sure I don't do too much. But again, I'll be back next Thursday for more of this. And Saturday night, I'll be playing your requests starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 to midnight. We do overtime usually because I get like 60 requests to play here on the program. But we're going to close the show tonight on... this is a tune written by Paul Winley for Tony Middleton and the Willows. This is on the El Dorado label, El Dorado Records, owned by Bill Buchanan and Dickie Goodman. You know, they did the Flying Saucer. You remember that? That was a big hit back in 1956. But this is on the El Dorado label from April 57, number 495. Our closer is by Tony Middleton and the Willows. It's called Only My Heart. that's going to do it for today. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Thank you all for tuning into the program. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You got to click the bell so you'll get an email notification when Johnny G goes live in case you forget. And the copyright police, although they're out right now, they're there. They let me know that they're watching me. But anyway, thank you all. It's time for lunch for Johnny G, and I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Tony Middleton.
I may look happy, oh, but I'm sad. I lost the one love I thought I had. That's how it goes. Nobody knows, only my heart. I left the loudest out with the crowd.